Hello, and today I'm here to tell you a little story about an incident that happened at Port Sutton Bridge back in the year 2000 when the Lagik came into port and started to turn in the turning basin, which they don't really use these days after this incident, I think. And as the tide went out, the ship got stuck. She'd got over 2,200 tonnes of steel on board, and naturally, as the tide went right down, the ship broke her back. Anyway, here's the story. Thanks for watching. On December the 13th, year 2000, the Lagik sailed up the River Nene to Port Sutton Bridge. As per the usual schedule, she turned in the basin, ready to be unloaded at the port side. Unfortunately, the tide was dropping and it caused the ship to get stuck. And then as the tide dropped further, she broke her back. She was carrying 2,200 plus tons of steel. And to get the load off and be able to move the ship, a team was sent over from Holland with a giant ship-mounted crane and a separate barge, and they put a diver down on board, and his job was to chain the steel up so that the crane could lift it off and onto the barge. Even so, once that was done, of course, the ship was so damaged that she couldn't be refloated as she was. So what they had to do was they then had to cut the ship into three pieces. And unfortunately, I haven't got any photographic record of that. But they cut it into three pieces and then they loaded it onto a giant barge and took it away. The river was closed for 44 days over the Christmas and New Year period, and obviously that caused the port of Wisbech to be closed. They managed to achieve all of this without causing any major pollution, which I think is a testament to how it was all handled. Various stories about why it happened include such as the pilot on board told the master of the ship not to turn because the tide was dropping, and he disobeyed the pilot. Others say that it was literally just because the tide was dropping and everybody got caught out. I guess the truth probably lies somewhere in the middle of all this. Thanks for watching.